Happy Independence Day, guys. Last year, around this time, I covered a pretty dark story. It was The Road. This year, I'm headed in a different direction and off the beaten path just a little. And it's fact-checking the historical accuracy of The Messenger, the story of Joan of Arc, which is something I think is just a little more inspiring for the occasion. Now, this book claims to be the most historically accurate accounting of Joan of Arc's life, starting with her simple life in a peasant family. And just as a side note, peasant is not originally derogatory. It was just how they said working class back in these days. To the details about the voices in her head that told her to go help the French army gain victory over the British in the Battle of Orleans during the 100-Year War, which is either genuine divine intervention of an aggressive nature or seriously the most productive case of schizophrenia in world history, all the way to her arrest, conviction of witchcraft, and execution by fire, and then later on canonization to sainthood 500 years later. And it looks like something one would check out of a junior high school library to write an essay about Joan of Arc. The movie and this book cover her origins and personality. Farm girl, very devout Catholic, never missed Mass or a chance to go to confession, even while away at the front lines. Illiterate and uneducated, but ambitious in her faith, so much so that she was able to ride a horse, wield a sword, and treat her own wounds after not much instruction. The movie adds a thin layer of dramaticism by bringing some of the British invasion to her front door when soldiers attack her village and rape her sister. So it kind of throws in an element of rape revenge in her reason to join the fighting, which that was not in this book. Her famous line in the movie, "Let all those who love me follow me." Yes, she really said that. The promotion of Dauphin Charles VII to king came to pass because of Joan. Whether or not he acted like a high-maintenance prima donna over what his crown looked like wasn't specified here. Her supporters, John d'Aulon, La Hart, and La Tremoille, were all real people. However, there is no mention of Yolande of Aragon here. And those who condemned her to the stake in London all remain nameless in both the book and the movie. One very interesting detail at the very end, following Joan's execution, that was understandably left out of the movie, was that her own executioner claimed that when he cleaned up the pyre, he swore up and down that while the rest of her body was a pile of ash, her heart was still intact and looked alive, and it made him instantly remorseful. And that is my message about The Messenger. I like to keep it short but sweet because I have some cupcakes to bake, and I know y'all want to get to your barbecues and your fireworks, so do I. So thank you for watching. Next week I'll be back with the first installment of Fear Street for Virus Gaming, my very first request. Don't forget to subscribe and click notifications so you don't miss it.